Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. Or if you're new here, welcome to another edition of Kingly Conversations, man. And as usual, we got another hot one for you. But before we get into all of that, Zoe's got some shout-outs.
Hey, yo, what up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, just want to give a shout-out to Maria, Nolan, Ryan, Brian, Orion, Bert, all of y'all. Love y'all, all my listeners. I appreciate you. Thank you for listening in today.
Okay, bars, I guess. But this week, we're getting into it about how everybody's a tyrant and everybody's selfish. So strap in. Let the Kings talk about it. All right, good people, welcome back to another edition of Kingly Conversations, man. And as I am every single week, you know who it is, man.
Yo,
I'm Alan.
What up? It's your boy Twine, a.k.a. Twine. Ask me about my podcast. You know what time it is.
This energy. Your friend, your mentor, Calvin D. Hill. Okay.
Good morning, gentlemen. How are you week today?
Oh, I'm doing okay, man.
All right.
You know what I'm talking about?
What's up, Calvin? What's up? What's good with you?
I'm doing good.
That's
sir.
great, sir.
Nah, me.
Who gonna ask me how I'm doing?
Hey, let me ask you.
Somebody ask something.
Hey, how is your headscarf doing?
It's doing great. It's doing great.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, man. I'm ready for a great conversation. Let's get into it. What's the topic for today?
Oh, you know what it is already, man. It's how everybody is a tyrant. And everybody, I guess you added the everybody's selfish part.
No, I didn't.
No, I think I added that.
That's
okay.
Calvin D. Hill.
Oh,
Right?
Everybody's selfish.
Calvin D. Militant. So everybody's a tyrant. I mean, that's really where it came from. And I don't remember what made me think of this topic, but it started because, we always talk about, anyway, it started because of the first note that I say everybody's a tyrant because for the most part, people want people to do things the way they want them to do them.
Absolutely.
So people want you to, they're like, well, I wouldn't have made that decision.
Oh, Lord.
So you can't make that decision that way. And that was really where the whole thing started, was that most people want you to do things the way they want you to do them, not necessarily, and I'm talking even innocuous things. I think it's a huge part of the reason why people have so much conflict with one another is, I can't, if you're washing your car, for an example,
Yeah.
and you don't wash your car the way I wash my car, well, now I'm upset at you because you washing your car the wrong way, quote unquote. When it's like, did the car get washed though?
I understand. I agree. I actually agree with him this time.
Well, personally,
I actually agree.
So for that example, if, for example, my child is trying to help and they trying to wash the car, but they're not doing it correctly and they're still dirty, I would not get upset, but still, I don't have that type of mentality, so I don't agree.
Wash it again or get out.
Oh God.
Let me use let me use another.
If I'm paying somebody, it's a problem.
Let me use another example then.
Okay, cool.
How many ways are there to fold socks?
That's a little extreme, but none.
No, that's not extreme.
I never folded a sock.
There's not
You
just
just leave
one
them
way.
loose and throw them in the drawer?
Roll them up together and throw
That's
them
still folded
make it a
socks.
ball.
That's the same
folded
thing.
socks.
But the way you do it is not the way I do it, so you're doing it wrong. Do it again.
And,
or get out.
And that's exactly. Well, there you go.
Come do it.
So you already understand what's going on. That is what I think is happening to the majority of people. It might not be socks.
Yeah, I understand. But again, I would tell them, come do it. Okay, sit down and shut up.
So you telling me?
I'm not.
No. Okay. So Angie has a specific way that she likes folding the socks, and you decided you wanted to help with laundry, and you started folding socks. And she says, "Hey, that's not how you do it. Do it like this."
That's a great example.
Let's see what happens here.
You go do it.
I stand my ground.
This guy lives in Florida, man. I tell you.
Y'all think I'm joking?
No.
I ain't joking. I'm dead serious. If you feel like you want something done a certain way, get up and go do it. Because nobody's going to do it your way.
Okay.
Nope, I'm serious. It's just a reality. If you have to have things done a certain way, you get up and go do it. And that's why I put that other part. Everybody's selfish.
But is that, as far as being a tyrant though, is that cruel?
But some
And
people,
is that like
I think that part comes to some people
oppressive?
take their want and selfish ways too far. It's nothing wrong with wanting something a certain way. It's nothing wrong with that. But it's when you impose, you not doing, Alan not holding his laptop the way I want, so I'm gonna make Alan. Nah, come on, man, you going too far. The socks got to be rolled a certain way, so you gonna fuss out the whole house because the socks not rolling out the sock. Okay, there's something wrong with you.
I'll tell you what.
That's foolish.
Might even be diagnosed.
Yeah, well.
Some people got OCD, bro.
And
They
that's
might.
fine. So if you got OCD, go OCD yourself to go get it done. Don't impose it on me.
It sounds like you got tyrant tendencies over there. I'm just saying.
Hey, all right. So
I'm
okay,
just saying.
I'm gonna give you some.
I'm
I'm gonna
just
give you some.
saying.
All right, in my closet, I have color coded hangers.
Okay.
I like my work clothes to be on a certain color. I like my church clothes or whatever out certain, so forth and so on. Right.
Understood.
I don't impose that on everybody in the house. That's my issue. I want my stuff to look this way. I got kids.
So that's
But I'm not gonna go in their room and pull all their clothes out the closet. Ask me, have I seen it? Pull all your clothes out the closet and then demand you put it in there the way I got it in mind.
Is that the way you was taught? No, I ain't never had that problem, partner. But then we talking about
Anyway,
and
moving
that
on.
gets into the tyrant.
But that's what he's talking about.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm talking,
That's what he's talking about.
Because
Okay.
depending on, I mean, obviously everybody, but I think that a lot of people would prefer everybody did things the way that they want them done, and your inability to allow other people to do it their way, especially if it's getting done. It's not like like in my sock example, are the socks put away? Is really the only question. Like, are they put away? It's one thing if you got loose socks all over the floor.
But if again,
Dirty is mixed with clean. You got
Again,
socks that smell
I
like
would-
the stench of track practice, and other socks that was just washed.
well,
together.
you go fix it.
So when it comes to oppressive, because the definition of tyrant itself, it does say cruel and oppressive rule over something. That pretty much is most people's childhoods coming up, isn't it?
To a degree, it depends on how your parents raised you. Because some parents, like you said, demand it be this way. Fold the towels. When you fold it this way, do this, this, this. If you don't do it that way, it's a problem.
Right. Like the way I fold towels now is not the way I grew up folding towels
That's a problem.
at all.
But okay, with that same ideology, I think people's opinion about life in general has become that.
Right.
Like, I don't agree with your views on certain things or how you raise your kids or something like that. So you're going to get an attitude, get mad with me because this is how I run my house.
Mm-hmm.
That's foolish. And then I would be bold enough to say, you come here.
You come here.
You come
You
here.
come here. What?
Come here now.
You come raise these kids.
Yeah, you come raise these kids. Okay. That's why I try to stay out of that imposing what I should. No, because I'm not in that situation. I'm not the one that has to be there to deal with it.
Right.
I'm not the one having to deal with the clothes, the socks.
Okay. Well, we talked about, childhood and parenting and people being nosy and wanting to impose their ways on you. In regards to moving on to relationships in general, like I'm not. We do man and woman. We can do friends, business, whatever. There have been instances where I have dealt with people, and they have an oppressive They want to have an oppressive rule. They're definitely selfish. So for people like that, I have found myself cutting them off because I am not going to be ruled under somebody's thumb because they wanted a certain way, period.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think. That's probably true for me too. I mean, I'm not. If I feel
Like
oppressed,
I cut it off, and I will be in a mindset that you don't exist in history to me.
I mean,
Like you will be completely erased. No concern, no cares, no loss of sleep. Move on. It's okay. Because I don't want that energy. I don't want it.
I see why we get along.
And I try not to be spiteful when I
don't
do
wanna
it.
be
It's
like
just that no, but see, me and you, we have similar ways of thinking. However.com, I don't know how you do it, but personally, I try not to be spiteful. I try not to do it in a mean-spirited way. I will let you loose and do whatever. So if you decide, hey, you don't want to rock with me, that's cool. And if I decide if I don't want to rock with you, you will be notified one way or another, in a very pleasant way. Hey, this is not working out. I wish you the best. That's it. But then after that, no concern.
That's that people's everybody's selfish thing. That's that to me. I don't. I do.
Is that me being selfish?
Yeah, that's you being selfish. That's you, my way or the highway. That's the retaliation of my way. And I'm agreeing with you. To me, all right, this is why I say that. Because, okay, sometimes we are very opinionated people.
True.
So if you don't agree with our opinion, we take it as you don't agree with me. You don't like me. Well, sometimes, this is what I'm saying. And so we say, whoosh, whoosh, dismissed. Good day, sir.
I tell you what, it's not really about them agreeing with me or not, but once lines have been crossed as far as disrespect and things of that nature, that's what I'm referring to.
Okay.
Like I'm not like if you don't agree with me, I'm cool. We can agree to disagree. However.com, when you get to a point where you feel entitled and you start crossing lines and things of that nature, goodbye. Good day, sir. Good day, sir.
So you lose.
Alan does it the best, but let's move on.
Alan, what do you think?
I mean, I made the title, so everybody. I will not say that I don't. I mean, I definitely cut people off, but I'm probably. I just get busy in other areas, right? I learned.
That's the same thing.
It is the same thing, but I don't. There's no notification.
Yeah,
there's no.
I got stuff to do.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, all right. Did this how we moving? All right, let me keep on going in this direction.
Yep.
And you can, and for me, I'm like, oh, okay.
A common,
common denominator.
Look, I mean, it's just one of those things. It's like, oh,
That's sad.
all right, but let me take this off ramp, and you keep on going.
Yeah.
So is that putting yourself first?
Yeah,
Everybody's
everybody's selfish. Yeah, that's that
And-
fall into
and here's
that.
the thing.
Everybody's selfish.
Nobody is saying self-interest is a bad thing.
Right.
Okay.
We're just like when the problem is when self-interest starts to harm other people.
Yeah.
Then you definitely become a tyrant.
That tyrant part.
The oppressive.
That part.
Right.
That part.
Because now the other part of this that we're not dealing with is if you do have like somebody's bipolar or they're OCD, something like something. Then like the people that you are oppressing or attempting to oppress probably need to know that so that they don't just think, oh, this is how you are. And it might be this how you are.
In a relationship though, if I have
People be hiding. People be hiding their bipolar.
I have to have everything in a certain way.
Okay.
And we're in a relationship.
Okay.
We're married.
Yeah.
I have to have everything in a certain way.
Well,
So if you don't do it, you're not helping
Compatible?
me. You know, you're not compatible. You're not helping me to keep what I need a certain way.
Well,
My selfishness.
thing,
My selfishness.
Did you do it that communicated?
You're not.
So, like you said,
Yeah.
you do it.
Well, I told you to do it.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah,
You oppressor. You oppressor.
putting that thumb on.
I rule with an iron fist with a satin glove.
No, so if I'm gonna use something ridiculous, all right, cooking lasagna, all right.
Oh, Lord.
All right,
Come on, let's go.
You say, baby, I like my lasagna this layer, and then add spinach and this layer. So when you make the lasagna, if you're making it for me, make it this way.
Why do we have this? I'm about to stab people. Look,
Because it sounds ridiculous. It sounds ridiculous. But in most people, in some relationship, in some aspect, that's what's happening. I want the house looking this way. I want this to be done this way.
Blink twice if you're okay.
Right. so if you don't, there's an argument, or there's some kind of rebuttal or frustration, and something goes on to where you're upset now because you didn't get your way. You mad, and the other person is like, "Well, I'm folding the socks.
Right.
The socks are put up. Why are you mad?"
My way or the highway. Is that what you're saying, Calvin? Is that what we saying, Calvin?
But that's what it is. That's what most people do.
I gotta be honest. In reflection, I used to be that way. Let's be real. Let's be real. I was that type of person.
Right.
I was definitely that type of person. Nope, you ain't getting no sandwich. You ate breakfast already. No.
I'm like that, especially with the kids. At 10 o'clock, 9:30, don't go in that kitchen.
I used to be like that. But
What you in the kitchen for?
But I can't say that I'm like that now, though.
It's clean. Shut it down.
That's how my dad was.
Yep.
I mean,
Like I said, that's how like most.
Now, in his case,
kids,
I understand. He was a teacher trying to take care of 4 kids on one income. That was not conducive to anybody going in the kitchen.
Don't go in the kitchen.
When dinner
Don't go
over,
dinner over.
hey, you ain't eating.
You ain't eating.
We need this food for the ma.
Hey, if you didn't eat, I don't know what to tell you. You going to bed hungry.
I'm like that. Angie's not like that. She's not like that at all. Let him go fix a sandwich. It's 10 o'clock. Time to go to bed. Let him fix us.
So you have a note right here that says people like about themselves the majority of the time.
I think it was
get
think.
that.
Was that think?
People like that about themselves.
No, people think it should have been. People think about themselves the majority of the time.
Okay.
People do, and most of the time, like people think other people are thinking about them.
Yeah, they ain't.
And they're really not.
They're not.
Nobody's thinking about you. Nobody care about you.
That's when you get into those people who overthink things and they think people watching them and thinking a certain type of way about
most
them.
Most people not thinking about
Everybody
you.
thinking about you.
They really don't care about you.
Really don't.
So get over it.
Get over yourself.
Yeah. But that's that selfishness. That's that selfishness.
And I don't get that. And to be honest with you, when people are like that around me, I intentionally do not give that type of person the attention that they're seeking. Because I feel like that selfishness is the me. Everything is about you. And now
I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I think I might.
I don't feed into it, bro.
I think I might.
I ignore it. But when it gets to a certain point where I'm getting like I'm over it, you can get all the smoke. Once I get to
give me an example.
Okay, for
maybe
example,
I don't know.
Let me be tactful.
I don't think you got to be tactful.
So if you're dealing with a person that's selfish and potentially a tyrant, and they make things about them, everything is made about them. No matter what the conversation is, it's about them. So they always have an issue. They always have a problem.
Yeah.
And they want your attention. They want you to give them the attention that they're looking for. Whatever attention it is, if it's, oh, are you okay? Or some kind of supportive attention, because that's what they're looking for. They will make up things
so that
they can get that energy, that attention from you. And for me, I can't, for whatever reason, I cannot give them the attention.
I don't understand it. Hold on. I'm trying to process it.
I cannot give you what you seek.
I cannot give you what you seek. But then it gets to a point where
Go ahead.
it's just, okay, it's just too much. You're doing too much.
Explain that.
And now I'm going to give you the energy you're looking for, but it's not going to be that level of attention you're looking for. So now I'm going to nitpick at everything that you say and everything you do and make you eat your words.
Translate that.
It doesn't make sense.
Because I'm not following. You're saying somebody's giving.
Maybe I'm going off on a tangent. I don't know.
You saying somebody's giving you attention to try to help you, or you're saying
no? I'm saying somebody. I'm a person
Uh-huh.
that's seeking attention because I'm selfish.
Okay.
I don't care what you going through.
Okay.
It's all about what I'm going through. So if you come over here and say I'm
going through this because you were talking about your shirt, and my shirt got a hole in it. That's what you're saying.
If that makes
Something
you
like
understand,
that.
yeah. If that helps you understand, yeah. So it's not a
So
person.
you would go attack that person, basically. You start eating at that person.
Yeah.
Dang.
Or doing things to undermine what they're saying and what they're going through. So it's like belittling.
Oh yeah.
Type thing. You know what I mean?
That's mean.
That's fine, but look at me. Your arm got cut off? Well, I slipped and fell and scraped my ankle yesterday.
Yeah. No, I get that. I understand what you're saying. I understand that.
I went off on a tangent. Sorry, y'all. I went off on a tangent. I'm back.
But if somebody's constantly doing that, you just ignore them.
Sometimes you can't.
Yeah.
Depends on who it is.
And when it gets to the point when I can't like get away from it, I'm going to find ways to tactfully break you down. To the point where you're just going to shut up.
Arm bar.
The figure four. The Boston Crab.
Omoplata. Break.
All right, moving on.
What you got, Calvin?
Oh, because I'm trying to.
You trying to process it?
Yeah,
that's okay.
But I'm
It's
looking
not
at
for
it because
everybody.
when I do see
that
yeah,
you
if
wanna
I
help
feel
me?
like engaging, I just kind of figure out, okay, why do you think that way? What makes you? But that might be the attention that they're looking for.
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm getting played the food because
Okay, that's fine.
I fall for it. I didn't know.
But see, that's cool.
I didn't know.
Once you start, but what do you do? But what do you do when you're asking questions and none of it and the answers make no sense at all?
For some reason, they get
no sense at all. I can't do that.
That's where that quietness comes from.
That's when you got
because they get. Like, I start asking questions, by the third, fourth question, they like.
Got it. Okay. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I break it down.
That's why you got to have a polyester versus
and if
silk
it doesn't
question.
make sense, anyway.
Polyester.
So, in regards to tyrants and everybody being selfish, manipulation is one of the things I put up there because I believe that it's done intentionally to manipulate others to do what they want them to do because they're trying to do things with a hidden agenda or even bad intentions.
How do you handle people like that? You same way? That same.
He grabs his scissors, man.
You cut them off.
Well, first, before I cut them off, what you have to do is you have to use the same force you would to kill an elephant to kill an ant.
Dang.
And then you cut them off.
Ugh.
Yeesh.
That's harsh.
What you mean it's harsh?
That's harsh.
Do you know what world we living in right now,
right,
bro?
but I don't. Again, a lot of some of the stuff because of the way I deal with
You're a yellow.
people.
You're yellow. You like helping people.
I do like helping. I love helping people,
and that's
but
not a
at the
bad
same
thing.
time, when I see you being manipulative
And foolish.
I just leave it where it is. I just leave that where it is. That's not a long drawn out process for me.
I take it personally.
Once I see you do something, you just trying to manipulate somebody. I
take it personally.
We just shut it down.
Yeah, especially if it's
no question.
If it's directed towards me, I take it personal.
Yeah. I don't take it personal. That's who they are.
It's a trigger for me.
Oh,
it's definitely a trigger.
Nah, that don't bother me
because of my history.
Yeah,
it's a trigger.
I understand.
It's a trigger.
I see that in a lot of something. Well, go ahead.
What? No, what I'm saying.
You see that in a lot of what? Come on with it.
All right, move on.
That's what we're here for.
Okay.
Smoke crack, don't you? Jump. Jump.
I don't want to jump, Mr. Clark.
Come on, man. Jump.
I don't want to jump, Mr. Clark. But there are people out there that do that.
Okay.
They are.
Is that what you wanted to say? That's it?
That's what I'm going to say.
Oh, man. On eggshells, man.
That's what I'm going to say.
I want all the smoke, man.
No,
Come on,
man. Ain't no need of ruffling them kind of feathers, man. Because people are people. People are selfish. People have a tendency of only thinking about themselves. So that goes along with that. And if people don't learn how to consider other people's perspective in life, they end up with what they end up anyway. So I don't spend a whole lot of time.
Yeah, they end up.
They end up with what they own. They own mess.
As senators, governors.
In regards, I guess we can use this as a closing. What you call it?
Gotta get
so, as far as everyone being a tyrant and everyone is selfish, regardless of what your gain or what your loss is, it is a very dangerous game to play games like that. Or I don't want to say play games because people they are who they are, but it's dangerous when you have an oppressive rule over somebody or you're being selfish about something. You will lose something, and it might not be worth what you're trying to gain. Is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, cool.
Is it bad to put yourself first? Did we answer that question?
We said no.
We did. We just said it wasn't bad to have self-interest, and the question is, what does put yourself first mean? Meaning, does that mean that I put myself first above all others in every situation, or does it mean I consider my own self-interest, but if this is important, we can come to some form of compromise on whatever it is I think it is that I want to do. That becomes the question. Because if you are so rigid in your I put myself first that nothing and nobody else can move you, then I think that's where it becomes a problem. That's when you do become a tyrant.
Take it too far.
Because that's when everybody around you has to do everything the way that you want it done, and that's not. And especially if you're in business, that's not. I mean, unless you are already so wealthy that everybody's just afraid to do things in a way that you don't want them done, then you're gonna turn into a tyrant.
Excuse me.
Inevitably, you'll become a tyrant.
Inevitably. All right, man. I think that's a good session. We got 30 minutes in, y'all. Cue it. Oh, it's already there.
You know it. DJ.
Scribble, scrabble.
I get down. What you got?
What you got? Closing remarks? Anybody? Oh, like I say, I rephrase, man. It's a dangerous game you playing out here. I hope that what you're trying to get is more than what you're losing, because you're definitely gonna be losing something. That's all I got.
I mean, I would just say, just consider if things are being done with quality. Consider that maybe your way is not the only way to do things. That's all. Just have that consideration that maybe my way is not the only way a thing can be done. If things are still being done with excellence,
ain't
because people have other ways of doing things that's worked for them as well. That's all. Yeah, I mean,
Calvin
got nothing.
All right, he got nothing because he's being selfish. We'll see y'all next week.
Yeah.